何が痛いなんで痛いどうしてこんなに整えたい何が痛いなんで痛いどうしてこんなに言ってかれたい何が痛いなんで痛いどうしてこんなに整えたい何が痛いなんで痛いどうしてこんなに言ってかれたい会いたい整えたいどうしてこんなに整えたい会いたい君に伝えたい君にだけは伝えておきたいもう辛いとても辛いどうしてこんなにとても辛い会いたい君に会いたい胸のこの辺が整えたいきっかけは自分だったのです傷をつけてしまったのです旗をかぶし戦勝待つため痛みがいちいち出張してくるよ伝えたら何も見えないなったものにしかわからないそんなの出口極まれないよ誰か僕の苦しみ知ってよ来ないでそんなに刺激を与えないでどうないですどうないですいちいちもみき散らさないで Go away Go away さあ私のその19去りよりから平気でプレイしてた聞いてもう痛いとても痛いどうしてこんなにとても痛い会いたい君に伝えたい君にだけは伝えておきたいもう辛いとても辛いどうしてこんなにとても辛い会いたい君に会いたい胸のこの辺がとても痛いまたできたのです芸人とってできませんだけ憂鬱なんかサボっています痛みがヒリヒリズキズキピリピリ食べたい選ば知らない僕以外ではわからないだから叫ばない波風立てない何もないまま狙えば OK そうだねそうだねあなたが帰れば済むことだからそうやって自分の顔かつ続けて Fly away Fly away もう私の方から才能を送り強ければくれと作れるでノーナイル操作して飛びさえからとかした再現なんて乗っかったいかぶれてコンプリートしたってバージョンで混雑しても犯罪すぎて時間も決まりするいいとこだけ想像絶対に回避したってなんて無理だよね痛みのね痛みのね隠されてるのなんですね無理なのね無理なのねちゃんと助けを求めてねそろそろね私の役目も終わっちゃうからねようやくね解放して明るいからねでもですね時々思い出してほしいからね忘れてからにまた顔出すからあんまり調子に乗らずにほんの少しだけでも気をつけていてもうない時にもないあいつはどこにも見えたらないあの痛みはもうどこにもないもう辛いことはないもうない時にもない君はどこにも見えたらない痛みはどこにもないはずなのに辛いことなんかないはずなのにもう辛いなぜか辛いどうしてこんなに何が辛い待ち望んでいたことなのになんだけ何かが漏れてるのよもう痛いとても痛い今度は何がとても痛いもう痛くないはずなのにまた胸のこの辺がとても痛い何が痛いなんで痛いどうしてこんなにとても痛い何が痛いなんで痛いどうしてこんなに言ってかれたい何が痛いなんで痛いどうしてこんなにとても痛い何が痛いなんで痛いどうしてこんなに言ってかれたいHold on. I just got back from making tea. Hello. Hello. Hold on. BGM. I gotta grab the BGM. Hello. Can we get rid of this? Thank you. Hi. How are you guys doing today? Hello. Hi, Sai. Hello, Ren. Hello, Charlie. Hello, Plus Boy. Hello, Da. Hello, I forget what you told me to call you. Is this cat singing? It's good. Yeah, we got the intro. Yeah, starting screen. I was gonna say plot twist for Renee singing this live, but I can hear the cuts of the vocals, so it wouldn't be a very funny joke anymore. Hello, I hope you... Hello. I went to go make some tea in the meantime, but yeah, we have a starting soon screen. And I haven't bothered with a ending screen quite yet, but you know. Hello, mages. Hello, everyone. Hello, Moza. Hi. Hello. Also, internet's actually working for once. I am so proud of it. We haven't dropped a single frame yet. Wolfkin, hey, cool cat. Hi. Welcome in. Okay, I'm stirring my green tea. I love green tea, guys. Did you guys know? We'll pass that bridge without ending screen. Yeah, eventually. I have to properly finish the starting soon screen. Sorry, I'm so hyped. But hold on. I gotta have a sip. have you guys been doing, huh? Today we're gonna figure out how I'm doing, but you know, I might as well ask you guys first. Hello. Okay. In the meantime, what should we do first? I think since the theme of this stream is schizophrenia free test. There we go. We'll do something like that. Today is Good Friday, so it is great, right? Because we're going into the weekend and everything. Hopefully you guys can get some good rest, good work with whatever you've been doing this week. Okay. Okay, very ironic day for me to start therapy today. Nice! Glad that you're getting into therapy, guy. Good job. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get right into this, shall we? Shall we? Congrats, bud, yeah! Congrats on that. Okay, here. Hold on. Let's go. Alright, so we're gonna go through this, and I'm just gonna explain things that need explaining, and things that don't need explaining, I'm not going to explain. There we go. Maybe I'll do some with you. Yeah, I highly recommend. I would give out the links to these, but I'm scared. So, I don't think I will. But you can most likely find them. MHA, Mental Health America, Psychosis and Schizophrenia Test. I just looked up schizophrenia free test, and then this popped up as one of them. So if you want to do it along with me, feel free. Okay. Have you recently had the following thoughts, feelings, or experiences? Check yes or no for each item. Do not include experiences that occur only while under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or medications that were not prescribed to you. If you answer yes to them, also indicate how distressing that experience has been for you. Please note, all fields are required. Okay, got you. So, in the past month, do familiar surroundings sometimes seem strange, confusing, threatening, or unreal to you? Yes. Cause, okay, you sit here, right, and you're like, okay, having a nice time, and then it's like, oh, does this place belong to me? You ever have that, chat? You ever have that? You're like, yeah, I don't really feel like this is my, area. This isn't, this is surreal, you know? You get hit with a little bit of derealization. Ever have that? I do. When this happens, I feel frightened, concerned, or it causes problems for me. I'd strongly agree. I'd say that it causes problems. Just a little bit. Have you heard unusual sounds like banging, clicking? Yes, actually. This used to be a lot worse, but I would hear like a lot of little sounds and stuff, and sometimes I'll hear like voices here and there. No, but I get it, kind of like weird sometimes, and I feel like my head's floating. Yeah, that's fair. Oh man. It's funny how the brain can work sometimes, right? Anyway, yes, definitely. Sometimes I'll hear like a voice like calling out to me or whatever. Renee is cooked. Listen, guys. Okay, it may look bad right now, but it's really not. Okay. Already was strongly angry. Well, okay. This used to happen like really, really badly. It still happens and it still freaks me out. But it used to happen really, really badly like all the time. It still happens all the time, but it's okay. I feel frightened, concerned, or process. Yeah. Okay. So I will tell you guys a story actually. The other day, or not the other day, but like a week ago, I think I stayed up because I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to like sleep without melatonin, and it didn't work. Right? So, I end up awake for a long period of time. I still had a couple things to do, and I was like, okay, fine, whatever, you know, I'll go ahead and go get those done. So I take care of some of the laundry, and I'm, you know, folding it and all that, and I'm folding laundry. I didn't turn on the bathroom light. But, you know, I'm, okay, for context, I'm hearing, like, stuff, like, scuttling around the house and, like, breathing occasionally, and I'm like, okay, whatever, you know, it's just my head messing with me. So, if it's just my head messing with me, it's fine, okay? And then eventually I look over there and the light's on, and the light was not there previously. So what I end up doing, and I don't remember a whole lot of this, but I know that I checked the time beforehand, and then I checked the time after, and I was like, oh, a lot of time has passed. But what I ended up doing is standing there, because I was terrified, because I thought that somebody was in the house and going to murder me, and I felt like I could sense someone's presence, I started just screaming. At mind you, I can't even see into the bathroom, right? The door is like mostly blocking it, but I can see the light through it. And I'm like, I know I'm home alone. So I just start screaming. And I'm kind of like freaking out and being like, you don't want to kill me, I don't want to die, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. So that's about how that That's about how that went, so I'd say I strongly agree. Do things that you see appear different from the way they usually do? Sometimes it doesn't feel like I'm like in the same space or like something massive has changed about it. But it's not like, it doesn't cause problems for me because I'm pretty used to it. When it's dark I see things in the day too. I also have really bad paranoia, so sometimes I'll just get the feeling that something is going to kill me and is behind me, and I cannot get rid of that feeling of direct presence unless I like lay in bed or something. Even if it's the middle of the day sometimes, hit with paranoia and bam, you know? Anyway, a dolphin hey, welcome Inga. What do you mean? I don't like playing into the cat girl thing, actually. Yes? What? Wait, are you agreeing to... Okay, whatever, I'm gonna move on. Anyway, neutral. Have you had experiences with telepathy, psychic forces, or fortune telling? Fortune telling and psychic forces? No, I don't think... Well... There used to be a guy that would would just kind of hang around me. He'd like stand over me when I was laying in bed. It could be fully bright and everything, and oh, hello. And sometimes I thought that he was like a spirit or something. So I guess so? Maybe he was? I don't know. Anyway, describe psychic forces. Little things from my dreams happen in real life sometimes. I think psychic forces is like, I don't know. No, that'd be supernatural encounters. Telepathy, no. Sometimes I feel like people are reading my brain. Lucid dreams, maybe? I don't know. What psychic forces? Is that some cool psychic stuff? I don't think so. Welcome in, Herman. Wait. Hello. I remember you. You're the person who made the DNA thing, right? The DNA thing. You're the person who made that. Oh my god, welcome in. I'm so chill. Okay. Oh, the word isn't psychic. I'm looking for it. What is it? Yes, it's about schizophrenia. No, come in, Hermit. It's okay. Yeah. I'm so happy to have you here. That's so crazy. No, cause I loved the part where Rin does the little that part. Oh my god, favorite part. If you hadn't introduced me to that, a whole side of my brain would not have been unlocked. Schizophrenia. I'm coughing jelly beans. That sounds pretty schizophrenic to me. Okay, anyway. Moving on. Enough fangirling. Okay. When this happens, I feel... Wait. Telepathy, psychic force... I'm gonna say yes and just say that I wasn't frightened, concerned, or it caused problems for me. I'm gonna leave it at that. Have you felt that you are not in control of your... Oh, yeah, absolutely. Whenever I think I have to will it into existence, everything else does not belong to me. It is somebody else's. And I don't think too hard about it, but I know that it's somebody else's. And so I don't listen to it. Except sometimes I listen to it, and then I have arguments with it, but that we're not gonna focus on that. Anyway, sometimes things pop up, or I get so heavily influenced by something that it's like, oh, okay, yeah, this isn't mine. Or like, you know, thinking and all that. I'll have like an onslaught of thoughts that I am not controlling. It's so great. On the Ren and Luca scene of my DNA, I thought to myself, hey, what if I add Mizuane inside of Mizu 5 from the very beginning? I noticed that. That was so cool. All the details you put into the editing were incredible. I loved them so much. Mizuana peak. Okay, anyway. Feel frightened, concerned, or it causes problems for me? It does kind of cause problems. I'm gonna strongly agree, actually.
Because there are multiple instances of me having an onslaught of thoughts that I'm not thinking, and them just like screaming at me, and me just like arguing with them, either in my head or aloud. So I'm gonna strongly agree with that because it causes great distress. Do you have difficulty getting your point across because you ramble or go off the track a lot when you talk? Do I do this, chat? I forget what I'm talking about a lot. Is it because I go off track? I do have difficulty getting my point across, but it's not because I, like... Do I ramble? Do I ramble, chat? Chat, do I yap? Am I a yapper? I'm gonna have a sip of my green tea. Sometime? Okay. Oh, I do that. I've been forgetting what I was talking about too recently. Yeah. Is that a yes then? Or is that a no? Is it... I mean, like, it says if you experience it. Have you recently had the... I haven't felt... Okay, well, it kind of causes problems. But, you know, like, it's not bad. It's not bad, you know? Do you have strong feelings or beliefs about being unusually gifted or talented in some way? No, I have a long way to go with everything. Do you feel that other people are watching you or talking about you? When I'm in public watching, yes. Sometimes I pass through, or there's like people that I used to know and I see them and my brain's like, oh yeah, no, they're point and laugh, stupid, you know? Frightened, concerned, or it causes problems for me, slightly. It's kind of disturbing, but it could be worse, you know? Do you sometimes get strange feelings on or just, yes, no. Never point and laugh? Yeah, never. I don't think anyone should point and laugh. However, sometimes I feel like people are pointing and laughing at me. Sometimes people look at me weird. No, people look at me weird anytime I try to interact with someone, and it's not like a formal setting, to be entirely honest. So, yeah, bug crawling is so gross, ew, it is, but like, you can, I have weird, yeah. I don't think I need to elaborate on that. When I feel frightened, concerned, or it causes problems for me, slight degree, yeah. Do you sometimes feel suddenly distracted by distant sounds that you are not normally aware of? Yes, example. YouTube sent me here. The only time I've ever had anything close to these symptoms was when I went a month only sleeping 2 hours a night. Really? Also, welcome in, Swizzler. You remind me of Twizzlers. That's what you remind me of. I'm going to associate you with red licorice now. I hope you know that. But welcome in. Welcome in. I hope that you enjoy your time. Looking at a schizophrenia test. I don't know. But yes, this happens. This does happen. When this happens, I feel frightened, concerned, or it causes problems for me. Nah, I'm okay. Have you had the sense that some person or force is around you? Yes! I mentioned this earlier. Having like something behind me or around me, or like yesterday, I was looking around and I was like, my brain was like, there's something in front of me. Couldn't see anything, but I felt it. I usually hear the electricity from lamps or switches. It's a pain. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, a lot of times things get too loud, even if it's like almost silent, there's always something making noise. So, when this happens, I feel frightened. I feel very frightened. Yes, I have to like bundle myself up so I can no longer feel it. And I can, like, I feel safe because I don't see anything. I just like hear and feel it. So it's like, you know, whatever. Do you worry at times that something may be wrong with your mind? Occasionally. Pretty neutral about it though. Gotten used to it. Have you ever felt that you don't exist, the world does not exist, or you are dead? Yes, and I strongly agree that it is a problem. Me not existing, that was a very big thing for a very long time. The world does not exist, that too. You are dead. Not that I was like physically dead, but there was definitely a good like 4 or 5 months not too long ago where I had basically all of these beliefs combined into one. And I would not let go of it. Occasionally, I get back into this, but I normally just credit that to the depersonalization and derealization issues. Anyway, have you been confused at times whether something you experienced was real or imaginary? Yes! I have no connection to my memories. Frightened, concerned, or it causes problems for me. Slightly. Do you hold beliefs that other people would find unusual or bizarre? I don't think so. No. Nah, I'm good. Do you feel that parts of your body have changed in some way or that parts of your body are working differently? Okay, well, I know that parts of my body are working differently because my brain does a silly thing where it goes, tee, I'm gonna mess everything up for you. So I know that they're working a little differently. Also, I don't like, I've grown more uncomfortable, gradually more uncomfortable lately with the thought of consumption. So like the body's process of processing food. No, no, thank you. Haha, tee-hee. What do you mean tee-hee? Okay, anyway. So yeah, I have many concerns about the parts of my body and how they function and how sometimes it's uncomfortable. Anyway, frightened, concerned, or causes problems for slightly. Are your thoughts sometimes so strong that you can almost hear them? Sometimes I will have a song playing in my head and it will get to a point where I can actually hear it aloud and I can like hear the song playing even if I don't feel like I fully remember it. I can hear the song playing. So I'd say so, yeah. Frightened, concerned, or causes problems for me? Nah, I'm good. Do you find yourself feeling mistrustful or suspicious? Yes, slightly agree. Have you seen unusual things like flashes, flames, blinding light, or geometric figures? Yes, I have actually. I have. I feel frightened, concerned, or it causes problems for me. A little bit. Have you seen things that other people can't see or don't seem to see? Not for long enough periods of time for me to claim this. Do people sometimes find it hard to understand what you are saying? Am I understandable, chat? Oh. Sorry. I started speed running. Am I understandable? Do you understand me? Oh, okay, I actually might be good. Yeah. Okay, I make sense? Okay, awesome. Oh, no. Yes, you are? I'm understandable? Okay, got you. Next. Optional questions, I'm gonna do this just in case. Do you believe you need to do something? Skip. View results. Awesome. Okay, so I got 63 out of 105. It's forming, chat, it's forming. Your responses suggest that you may be going through a tough time and that you may be at risk for psychosis. I'm gonna do all this. Skip. Well, it was like a thing asking for your personal information. I'm like, no, I don't really feel like it, you know. How about no thank you? Anyway, interesting, very cool. All right, we're gonna go on to the next one. It is confirmed I am not schizophrenic. I'm gonna take that as confirmation. It didn't say anything about that. So not schizo. Thumbnail confirmed, not clickbait. Okay, anyway. Okay, what should we do next? Non-yippee? What is the right answer? Yippee is the right answer. Okay, what else can we do? Chat, what do we feel like doing, huh? Maybe like BPD or something? I'm like 100% certain that I do not have BPD. But it'd be fun to go through the test. Oh no, I'm at risk of psychosis! I too am at risk of psychosis! 40% of the... I forgot to mention that, by the way. Ponarine plushie at $250. I will make a handmade Ponarine plushie. And then I will go, ooh, whoa, look at this. And then I will possibly sell them? Possibly? If you guys want them? What in the world? Thank you. Whoever did. Hold on. I have to open up Ko-Fi. I have to thank properly. I have to thank properly. Okay. Oh! Ha! Okay. Hold on. I have to think properly. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you hello. Thank you. Oh. I didn't even notice. Oh wait, is it up on this screen? It is not up on this screen. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I knew that It's fine. Your Oshi has no brain cells. I'm sorry. No, I'm not your Oshi. What am I talking about? Your streamer has no brain cells. I'm sorry. But thank you, Aenta. Hello. Silly goober exposing yourself. My bad. What just happened? I think I'm good in terms of what I had hoping. But It's fine. Thank you so much. It's kind of scary that we're already at 40% of that though. Okay. How about this? You are good? Okay. BPD free test. Because I definitely do not have BPD. I know that for certain. So, Psych Central, sure. This is fine. Never mind. This is not a test. Anyway, that just turned the stream into archive. No, I think we're good. We should be fine. Yeah. Symptoms test? Okay, take me to the test. Okay, accept cookies. Alright, let's go. There's a little dog on the screen. There we go. Yippee! Okay. For each of the statements in the BPD test below, please choose a response based on how often it applies to you. The honest responses will lead to the most accurate results. This test usually takes about 5 minutes. After you hit submit, scroll down the page for results. Okay, I feel very unhappy about who I am. I feel physically separate. Okay, buddy. Okay. I didn't know we were doing that. Anyway, I'm pretty sure you can always edit it out on YouTube if I remember. Yeah, but then you have to re-upload the VOD and everything that way, and it's just a pain. If I want to do something, I do it without thinking about the consequences. No. Well, sometimes I forget to think. But most of the time I think about the consequences of my actions. I like the little doggy in the page. Yeah! It's so cute. Oh no. I've Anyway. I quickly lose my temper when I don't get my way. Nah, I don't really have anger issues. I change quickly from feeling okay to feeling really bad or angry. Sometimes. Sorry, Chad, I don't like dogs. I like cats better. Obviously enough. Who am I saying that for, huh? Who in the world would be like, yeah, this person with a cat girl avatar, this cat girl, my bad immersion. This cat girl likes dogs more, actually. Same, I love cats, let's go! Oh, it's so nice having immediate reactions. And not having a 15-minute delay. Thank you, internet. Okay, next. I get so angry that I hit people or make verbal threats. False. My relationships are a roller coaster with many ups and downs. Sometimes I'm very bad at socializing, and that's the only reason. But it can do that a little bit. I'll do almost anything so I don't feel alone. Nah. In close relationships, sometimes I think the other person is perfect, and other times I think they're terrible. Sometimes. By checking this box, you consent to him. Blah 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 blah. Submit. That's basically a no. I second the cats are. Oh, I know it's been so long without a delay. Yeah. I second the cats are great, but they're not my pudding. That's all right. That's all right. We can all have opinions. Opinions cannot be correct nor incorrect, so we can all have our opinions. This is a no. This is a no. So I'm taking this as a no. And I'm gonna hide that this time whenever I do my stupid little thing so that if I go back to be dumb. Oh wait. Okay, I got mild indication too, huh? Okay, there we go. There we go. And that's on the screen now. Okay. Alright. So next, how about MPD? MPD, free test. Because, yeah, narcissistic personality disorder. I know that I do not have narcissistic personality disorder. But wouldn't it be funny? Okay. I agree. Okay. Let's go. Okay. For each of the following statements, select the most accurate. I used to have 2 cats who just randomly came to my home, and I used to feed them the spicy Mummy Monster packs. They're like instant noodle packs, but usually people eat it without cooking it anyway. Did they like that? They probably died or something. I'm not sure. Ooh, yeah, I'd imagine so. I wouldn't imagine that'd be great. Oh, those poor cats. You're the least narcissistic person I know. Okay. All right, we will see, won't we? I crave attention and admiration. No. I want to do things for people. Because, like, it's... okay, anyway. I have trouble recognizing the feelings and needs of others. My autism gets in the way of this sometimes. But for the most part, I can usually tell. They just disappeared out of nowhere, like, where are you? I miss you. Oh. I'm gonna say somewhat disagree. Just because, like, picking up on things can be difficult sometimes. I am often preoccupied with thoughts of success. No. I tell others about my relationships. No. I overestimate my achievements and talent. No. I undervalue the achievement. No. I feel upset with the people around me. No. I have trouble receiving criticism even when it is valid. Sometimes, but this is mostly because I don't like failure. But I think I still receive it fine. I just, like, look down on myself for it. So I guess I'd somewhat disagree? Because I'm fine with it. I just don't like myself as a result. I believe I am unique, but only others no. What? I believe others are jealous or envious of me. No. I feel entitled. No. Get results. I got a 2. Get out of here. I got mild risk? Oh. I got a 2. Hey, I'm happy to get a 2 on this test. 2 out of 40 is insane. Guys, I have reverse narcissism. What a prediction. I have reverse narcissism, where instead of feeling highly of myself, I feel highly of others and think lowly of myself. I got a 17. Oh. Affects about 1% of the population. Yeah. Oh. I got a 2. Very low risk. Okay, wait. Mind diagnostic stop. Ooh. I think I need to see a therapist, possibly. Okay. Interesting. Depression is definitely there. PTSD, let's go. Start test. Okay. Thinking about the past week, how often have you had the following issues? Okay. I've had trouble focusing on things like reading, TV shows, or conversations. A few times. Memories of the trauma came to mind at unwanted moments. Maybe like once. Parts of the traumatic event are hazy or difficult to remember. I guess so. Like, I took a BP test on this website and got 10 out of 10 high risk. Oh boy. I'd say somewhat true, I guess. I've been avoiding things like places, people, or events that make me think about the trauma. I don't want to go over this. Internet addiction. Oh, let's go. Okay. How often does being online interfere with the responsibilities in your life, like work, projects, or chores? Never, because my projects are online. How often have you chosen to stay online rather than go out with friends or family? I think, like, rarely. I just don't go outside in general, but that's for a completely different reason. How often has your school, work, or paid employment suffered because of the time you spend online? Never. Before starting a task, how often do you find yourself first checking email or messages online? My email, I check to an insane degree. I check my email probably about every, like, once an hour? Once an hour I check my email, maybe? It used to be a lot worse. I check it like every 15 minutes. Sometimes. How often do you submit work or school assignments late because of the time you spend online? Never. To what extent do you feel like being without the internet would be a serious issue for you? Probably a moderate issue. My email is pristine. Nice, mages. I'm the complete opposite. How often do you feel irritable or agitated when offline, only to find that those feelings subside when you go online? I think this is more correlated with being outside. So, sometimes. How often do you make new friends with other online users? Rarely. I just kind of hold on to the ones that I got. I got moderate risk on the PTSD test. Oh, check every month unless it is important. Yeah, I keep a hawk's eye on my email. How often have you become irritable or annoyed when someone comments on how much time you spend online? Rarely. How often do people close to you comment negatively about the amount of time you spend on the internet or social media? Not really. How often have you lied about how much time you spend online? Never. How often do you use time on the internet to avoid thoughts about problems or issues in your life? If I'm having a thought where I'm like, oh man, there's a problem, I sit down and I think through it. So, like, never. After going offline, how often do you find yourself thinking about when you'll next be able to go online? Never? What? Who does that? How often do you find that you are unable to drag yourself away from being online or promising yourself just another 5 minutes? Never. When you are offline, how often do you think about being back online? Occasionally. Like, sometimes I'll be like, oh man, I kind of want to check out this game that I saw. But, like, that happens very, very rarely. So I guess rarely. How often do you find yourself zoning out when online or becoming irritable when... Never. How often do you spend time online at the expense of engaging with friends and family? I'd say never. I'd say never. How often do you lose track of time browsing the internet or social media? I don't really browse. Now, sometimes I do sit down and I like zone out for a bit and I kind of just like lose. Least internet addicted person. Crazy. Like, sometimes I'll like zone out and all that, but that's like largely dissociation. I'll just dissociate for a bit and then it's like, oh, time passed, but I'm not like doing anything. I'm not even on my PC. Sometimes I'll just be sitting in bed and I'll just be, and then time will pass. I'm like, oh, okay. But not browsing the internet or on social media. How often does your internet use prevent you from getting the amount of sleep you need? I have a disability that prevents me from getting the amount of sleep I need. Not the internet. How often have you tried and failed to reduce the amount of time you spend on the internet and social media? Chat, hot take. If you want to reduce the amount of time that you spend on social media, just try to be more active and aware of your decisions. Like, if you think about it, it might make you start feeling like really existential, but anytime you open up anything at all, you just be like, okay, what am I even on here for? Get the thing that you need to get done, taken care of, right? And if you have issues with going on there to waste time or whatever, get a like a crossword puzzle book. get a physical crossword puzzle book and work on that thing. Or get one of those things with like the little beads and the little thing that you'd like poke on the beads so that they'll like stick to it, and then you put it on the paper, and it's like the coloring like things, but they're colored beads and all that. Do one of those, okay? Just be more proactive. Do literally anything else. You can lay in bed doing nothing. But if you lay in bed doing nothing, think about, man, this time I would be spending actually doing nothing if I were on social media. And then instead take that time and think about, you know, I don't know, any problems that you might need to resolve through, because everyone's got them. Everyone's got some things that they gotta work on. So just give it some thought, you know, sit there and go, okay. And then the more that you do this, the more you will like start to be like, oh man, I kind of just don't even want to be on it, you know? Like that's just, you know? Boredom is healthy too, right? Forces you to think exactly. Joke's on you, I was internet deprived growing up, so there's that. And that's kind of a good thing though. That's kind of a good thing. I have opinions. But yeah, that's my hot take. How often have you, okay, so like never. You completed the assessment, get results. Low addiction risk. Nice! Nice! 12 out of 100. 12 out of 100. I'll take that. You know what? I'll take that. Get out of here. Scores in this range are below that of the average online user, and you have control over your usage. That shouldn't be a hot take. It shouldn't, but a lot of people get really upset when they're like, oh, I have to monitor what I'm doing. I have to take responsibility for myself? You're crazy. I'm doing the gender dysphoria test. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, let me see. What else is there? Hoarding disorder? I don't think, how's it going? It's, how is it going? Schizophrenia, sleep disorder, empathy deficit disorder, psychosis. Imposter syndrome. What are we thinking, huh? 90 out of 135, it's a low risk. Wow, okay. Oh, nice. Nice. Ooh, stress. Oh yeah, stress. I want to take a stress test. All right. What? Hold on. I think I missed something. I have not become pregnant. Say yes for the memes. I don't even know what this is talking about. Hold on. I'm gonna refresh the page. Okay. I agree. If any of the following events have occurred to you in the last 12 months, tab continue to start. In the last 12 months, I have not become pregnant. I've never become pregnant, chat. I've never been. I just have to say that. Okay, newborn or other addition, the family. Oh boy, what the? Indeed. No. Death of life partner, no. Major workplace changes such as working hours or environment, no. A significant difference in sleep habits, considerably more or less, no, not really. Foreclosure of a mortgage or loan, no. Spouse starting or stop, I don't have a spouse. Arguing considerably more or less with partner, don't have a partner. Significant difference in eating habits, for example, changes, okay, yeah. Got back together with spouse, no. I celebrated one or more public holidays. How would that contribute to stress? Excuse me? Hello? Excuse me? No? Separation from partner, no. Career shift to a new sort of work, no. A start or end to formal education, no. Loss of a good friend. Have I lost a good friend in the past 12 months? Maybe? I have to think about this in terms of the last 12 months. In the last year. I think we need different questions. Me too. Holidays tend to be stressful due to family. True. Celebrating with people you are not comfortable with does bring stress, yeah. Lost a good friend. Have I lost a good friend? If I did, I don't remember. Workplace problems with the manager. No. Significant difference in general habits, for example, stopping smoking, gave up drinking, or became vegan. No. Significant difference in frequency of family gatherings? No. Got a loan? No. Got a divorce? No. Never been married. Child leaving the family home? No, I don't have a child. Involuntarily lost your job? No. Retired? No. Significant difference in recreational habits, for example, ended a long-standing hobby or started a new one? I do that all the time. Addition of a home or business mortgage? No. Got married? No. Achieved a great personal success with which you had been working toward for more than 6 months? I worked toward getting things revived here for a while, but it wasn't more than 6 months. No. 6 problems? No. Relocation for work or other reasons? No. Significant housing change, moving home, renovation, changes to the neighborhood? No. Traffic ticket, jaywalking, or other minor legal issue? No. I'd argue that getting married should come before divorce or even children in the test, but that might just be me. Yeah. Significant difference of faith-related habits? No. Significant change in level of responsibility at work? No. Death in the family? Not yet. Significant difference in frequency of social activities? More or less. Off and on? Yeah. Significant change in financial circumstances for better or worse? No. Went on vacation lasting more than a week? What? Have I? Yes, I did. Time spent in jail or otherwise incarcerated? No. Serious injury or health issue? Health issue, yeah. Moving school? No. I did not move a school. I did not pick it up and move it. I did not do that. Yeah, I think I'm tapping out of these tests for a little bit. Yeah. Problems with partner's parents? No partner to speak of. Change in work, like location or role? No. Serious family health issue? Yeah. Get results. I'm still in jail. I would imagine that would be stressful. Yeah. Moderate risk? Get out of here. Nah, I'm good. Stress-induced health issues? Nah, I'm good. Okay, let's see what else we can do. I think we will go with a couple more and then we'll move on. What could, OCD, maybe? I don't think I have this. Let's go. Okay, the following questions refer to any obsessive and intrusive thoughts or compulsive behaviors you have experienced over the last week. Okay, got you. We have a very, that test was a trip. It was. It was. To what extent were you able to exercise control over those obsessive thoughts? I don't think I know what they're talking about with obsessive thoughts, so I'm gonna get out of here. What could we do here? Social anxiety disorder. Well, there's schizophrenia, but there's also just general psychosis. Agoraphobia? I don't think I have that. Complicated grief. Oh boy. Sleep disorder? We can go with this. Okay. Oh, I didn't read. I did not read. My bad. My bad. My bad, chat. Alright, I will read this time. I promise. I will use my brain. I will use my eyes. I will use my mouth. Never saying that again. And I will read. Thinking about the past 2 weeks, to what extent have you found the following issues a problem? Okay, cool. Past 2 weeks. Renee's speed running, truly. I have difficulty falling or staying asleep nearly all the time. I feel fatigued during the day nearly all the time. My performance at work, school, or other duties has been negatively impacted, very much so. I wake up feeling tired or exhausted nearly all the time. I have to get out of bed to use the restroom. Huh? I mean, like, don't you do that normally? Wouldn't you do that normally? You get out of, I mean, like, no? Oh wait, is this like in the middle of the night or whatever? Never? No? Who does that? No, when trying to sleep. Oh, okay, never then. I experience unpleasant urges to move while falling asleep nearly all the time. Yes. I have trouble focusing or concentrating during my waking hours. Most of the time. I feel irritable or anxious. Most of the time. I have trouble maintaining a consistent sleep schedule. Some of the time? Some of the day? Is this day or night? Day? What? No, I think it's night. I think. It is night. It is 8:50. Most of the time. I have a strong urge to take a nap during the day. Most days, but I also can't. Who does that? To get moderate risk? You consider that moderate? Okay. I read it wrong. Got you. That's okay. You may be experiencing a moderate sleep disorder. Great fun. Okay, we'll do another one. Moderate. Nah, guys, I'm fine. I'm fine, chat. I'm fine. Let me see. What else can we do here? Let's just do the general psychosis test. Okay, indicate whether you agree or disagree with each of the following statements. Okay, I sometimes see things that others tell me they cannot see. Disagree. I sometimes feel the presence of someone around me despite being alone. Agree. I sometimes feel that someone or something else controls my thought. Agree. I frequently feel like other people are plotting against me. Frequently? Agree. I feel that my body is different or behaves in a different way to how it used to. Agree. I frequently hear strange sounds like crashing or ringing. Agree. I've lost interest. Agree. I find that I experience smells or tastes that others cannot. Sometimes. Agree. Yes. She is on the verge. I am on a verge. I don't know which verge. I have seen someone's face change in front of me, or my own face has changed in the mirror. In the mirror a lot. Meeting new people makes me very nervous or stressed. Yes. I sometimes hear voices that others cannot. I am not always sure if something has actually happened or whether I imagined it all the time. I sometimes spot hidden messages and adverts on television and shop displays or in how things are arranged. Sometimes you can learn a lot about something by looking at the composition and you're like, wow, okay, so this not only conveys the thing that is originally displayed by a blunt display of the composition, but also there's a lot more that went into this, and actually it's hinting at this as well, and actually I can dig into this and find all of these different things about it. So I agree. I get the feeling that I've lived through the present situation before, like things are repeating. Often? Now and then I can feel like I can almost hear my thoughts. Agree. I sometimes lose focus because of far off sounds, which I wouldn't normally hear. Agree. Okay. Oh. Well, that's almost a 100%. That's almost a perfect score. Therefore, I'm doing good in the mental health department. I'm doing so good. Oh man, I love this BGM. Okay, you're cooked. I'm good, I'm fine. You got this? Yeah, I got this. I'm doing so good right now. Okay, anyway. Wow, what else should I do? What else should I do, huh? Do we leave it at that? We've already taken a lot of those. I don't know how many more. Oh, I can take the autism assessment. Agoraphobia? Ooh, I don't think I have that though. What is agoraphobia? Agoraphobia. Oh, okay. So, hold on. Control Shift T. Okay, I will reopen this and we will do the agoraphobia one. That's what we will do. Okay. Agoraphobia, where are you? There we go. Let's go! Start test. Thinking about the past 7 days and your experiences in public places, including meetings, social events, crowded places, and public transport, answer the following questions. Okay. Wasn't agoraphobia about insects? It's about people, I think. These situations have had a physical impact on me. For example, difficulty breathing, feeling faint, dizzy, or shaky. Yeah, I get really nervous and I start like having trouble breathing sometimes when I have to. So like, I also generally have trouble breathing in public. And I kind of like rush around places instead of taking my time with things because I feel the need to, and I like avoid aisles with people in them. I thought agoraphobia was like fear of moss or something. I fear moss, yes, no. So like often, I guess, these situations have created significant feelings of worry and anxiety. Usually, I have stayed near the exits or otherwise left these situations early. Yeah, basically, I kind of just, yeah, yes. Okay, these situations have created feelings of dread, panic, or alarm. Often, these situations have made me tense or nervy, or I have struggled to remain calm, always. I have either over-prepared for or put off being in these situations, usually. I have made efforts to avoid these situations, usually. I have done and thought about other things so as not to worry about being in these situations. Sometimes, I guess? They're there, bud. Oh, all good, all good. They're there, Hermit, they're there. They're there. Okay. In order to get through these situations, I have used alcohol or otherwise self-medicated or relied on superstitious rituals. I check the back of my car and I like talk out loud to, like, just in case there's someone in the back of my car. I just kind of yap and I tell them why it's a bad idea to choose me and why there are so many better people that they could choose. But I don't think that's super... Sometimes, I guess? Sometimes. These situations have caused panic attacks, physical discomfort, or feelings of losing control. Physical discomfort, yeah. Oh, I've completed the assessment. Oh. What do you mean? What do you mean? Get out of here! Get out of my face! Okay, anyway. Okay. I'm doing so fine though. Like, it's not that bad. It could be worse. It's just anxiety. Severe moss. Indeed, indeed. The website is calling you out. Listen. No, I'm normal. I have nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me, and there never has been. Ever. I guess. Well, okay. We're gonna hide that. We're gonna be a good streamer and hide that? Okay, well, what else can we do? I think we should do the autism assessment. The free autism test, because I've been diagnosed with autism, right? You're perfectly fine in your own way. Yes, exactly. I have been, I have been diagnosed with autism, so I'm just going to, like, go ahead and take it and expect to get, you know, good scores on my autism test. Yippee, I love good scores. Okay, question 1, I prefer to do things on my own rather than with others. Definitely agree. There are 30 questions. I prefer doing things the same way. For instance, my morning routine or trip to the supermarket. Definitely agree. I find myself becoming strongly absorbed in something, even obsessional. Definitely agree. Ooh, I'm very sensitive to noise and will wear earplugs or cover my ears in certain situations. Of course. Like, you don't just... Okay, whatever. Sometimes people say I'm being rude, even though I think I am being polite. Yeah. I find it easy to imagine what characters from a book might look like. Slightly agree. Sometimes I sit here and I'm like, oh yeah, that's definitely what that character looks like. Oh yeah, that's what they sound like as well. And then like they manifest in my brain. I find it easy to talk in groups of people. Definitely disagree. Please, there be a question about dinosaurs, trains, or that sort. At least one. Please don't have stereotypical questions. I am more interested in finding out about things than people. slightly agree. I find numbers, dates, and strings of information fascinating. Okay, I'm gonna definitely agree because I've developed a mild addiction to a Sudoku, and I'm always checking the weather and looking for patterns in the weather and the numbers. So I guess I'd definitely agree. I prefer nonfiction books and films to fiction. Slightly disagree. I like to read about some good nonfiction stuff, but at the same time, fiction stories are fun, you know? I prefer the little spoon over the big spoon. Exactly, though. Like, okay, smaller spoon, bigger spoons don't, like, hang on. I have to think about how I word this. The utensils. Big utensils are not fun because they feel weird. Smaller utensils, as long as they're not, like, too small, are fine. Anyway, I hate that one. It's a spoon. I just like spoon. Fair. Great minds think alike. Small spoon for the win. Exactly. True. Yes. Okay. I prefer nonfiction books and films to fiction. I'm gonna slightly disagree. I find it upsetting if my daily routine is upset or changed. Absolutely. It is difficult for me to understand other people's facial expressions and body language. I always feel like people are looking at me weird. So we were talking about the same thing, right? Yeah. I don't have any problems making small talk with new people. I'm gonna slightly disagree with that. I can kind of get by, but it's a problem. I notice very small changes in a person's appearance. Slightly disagree. I don't know. I don't end up paying too much attention. When I was young, I used to play lots of Let's Pretend or imaginary games. Absolutely. I like specifically with like little toys and stuff. I'd have like my little toys and I never wanted to play with anybody. I just wanted to sit at my little table that was my size, and I had a little like house for them, and I wasn't playing doll because I hated the idea of playing house. I didn't want there to be like several. So I'd sit there and I'd like have them interact, but it'd only be like 2 at a time. Or like they'd go to the mall. Anyway, I like collecting information about things I'm interested in. Absolutely. I like meeting new people. Slightly disagree. People close to me say I talk about the same things repeatedly. Do I talk about the same things repeatedly? I feel variety. I am variety. Do I repeat things? I don't know. I'm gonna have a spitty. I do repeat that I'm going to be having a sip of tea. I do that sometimes. Do I? Chat, no? Okay, disagree. I find it easy to work out with people. Hold on. I think I have to bring the music back. There we go. Yes, I do. We are so back. Okay. All right. Music back. Anyway, I find it easy to work out what people are thinking or feeling just by looking at the new social situations make me feel anxious. Yes, it is important to me to carefully plan any activities I am going to do. I agree. I find it hard to work out what people's intentions are. Yeah, I have a bad history with that. Of, not only finding it difficult, but getting it entirely wrong. Despite firmly believing, no, this is fine, and it was not in fact fine. I would find it really hard to play imaginary games with children. I don't like to play with children. Yeah, I am a good diplomat and can help ease... Wait, can I go back? Like, it'd be easy, I guess. Like, I don't have a lack of imagination, but, like, I don't like children. Like, at all. I am a good diplomat and can help ease difficult social or work situations. I'm gonna slightly agree. Slightly. Because for whatever reason, when I provide insight on things from like, hey, this is probably this person's perspective, it's like, oh, okay, I understand that now. And then they like talk about it and everything's fine. But like, no time to play imagined games with children when I'm busy imagining with myself. Exactly. Also, hello, Bomber. I don't know how I feel about that. Hello, Bomber. Hello. I'm gonna slightly agree, I guess. I don't know. I am often the last person to understand a joke. I slightly disagree. I can get jokes normally, as long as they're not references to things. I like doing things spontaneously. If I am interrupted doing something, I find it hard to get back to what I was doing beforehand. Absolutely. I notice patterns and things all the time. Yep. I have some very strong interests and get upset if I can't pursue them. Oh yeah, absolutely. This whole content thing, that falls under that. I can tell if someone I am talking to is getting bored. Yes. Well, I do have a diagnosis. I almost agree to all of these except for the nonfiction and work situations. Got you. Yeah, I did get diagnosed, but it wasn't for like any of my responses to things. It was for my behaviors and the fact that I kept messing with like the underneath like a desk. I didn't think she could see that, by the way. I was just kind of like scratching at it. I'm just like, yes, this desk desks. This desk does not desk the way that desk desked. However, that desk desked really well. Anyway, yeah, autism, yippee. Okay, time to hide this. Okay. That might be all. Are we done for the day, chat? Are we done? That might be all that I can do. I don't know, we might have a chatting portion. That was fun. Sorry that this one's a little shorter. It just kind of works like that. Never? What? Huh? What? Never what? What? You can't just say never and expect me to remember what you're, like, responding to. I will watch my VODs back sometimes just to be like, okay, I gotta check and see what the quality of my content is looking like around these days. And never end stream? Never gonna give you, I'm never gonna let you die. Oh, I have new people. Oh, right, okay, all right. There's only one thing I can do. Okay? New people? If you don't know anything, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. Think about that too? Yeah. Okay, so there is one thing that I have to do. So, you know, we if you're new here, depending on where you came from, you may not know about this. Welcome in, Iris. How do I know? Hold on. Yeah. All right, this should display properly. Why did it shut down? Okay, well, we're gonna get it open eventually. It will open eventually. I don't know why it crashed. But it's on its way. Okay, there we go. Okay. It is so time. Model? Okay, there we go. I know what we're doing. Yeah. Okay, it's a ritual. It is a ritual. Whenever there's anything ever, and I'm like, oh man, is it time to end stream? And it's not time to end stream yet? You gotta get over it with Bennett Foddy. That's what you gotta do. It is time. Now, I'm not a speedrunner or anything. I'm not even particularly that fast. I just really love the game. So forgive me for not speedrunning, I guess, if you expected that. But it's not happening. My bad. Getting over it, Sucky 4 reference. I remember that. I went ahead and I watched the Leonid main story and the More Jump main story in its entirety, and I love them so much. It's so fun watching you play this game every time. It's so fun to play. People hate on difficult games because they can't do them. That's my hot take. That's my hot take. Pour enough effort into it. I think I have 200 hours in this game. Pour enough into it and you will be perfectly fine, okay? There is no reason to not like this game. Bennett Foddy is incredible and this man in the pot is even more incredible, okay? You need to understand the significance of this game to me. You did this in the video. YouTube randomly recommended Hello Cyber So you came from that one, huh? Yeah, I like this game quite a bit. Look, Rene, I haven't gotten to the top once, so 200 hours, okay? I beat it the first time in my first... Come on, sir. Okay, there we go. I beat it the time in my first playthrough in like 3 or 4 hours in one sitting. So I'm good, you know? I'm not good at the game, but you know, I got it done. Okay, bad start. That's a very rough start. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Anyway, you know, we get things done sometimes. We do things, and it works out. And that's exactly what happens with getting over it with Bennett Foddy when you get familiar enough with the game. You have to become his friend. 3 hours first time, yeah? What is your secret? Circles. Big circles. Very big circles. And then you're good. And then you just kind of, you know, okay, I think you're good at the game. I am not, but thank you, Sunny. Welcome in. No, I'm good. I'm not good. I can't use words, I'm focusing. Ugh. I am in it. I am so in it. Anyway. Yeah, just big circles and launch yourself off of stuff and be careful sometimes. And you're good to go. And you will beat the game. That's the only tip I can give. Also, when this bucket part appears, have a little patience. Expect it to take about 5 minutes. Because it is a little difficult to get onto that bucket sometimes. I don't know how I did it so smoothly that time. But we take those. Batman with no armpit trying his best, guys. Truly. He's doing the best he can do. You need to understand. So you just have to help him up here, you know? And it's really quite an easy task. You perform better than most, I'll tell you. Well, I am glad to hear it, I guess. It is proof of my dedication to the game and the purpose. Oh yeah. I'm gonna hit my head. I did not hit my head. Wow. I'm so glad. Okay. And there we have it. There we have it. That was... What? How are you so good at this? It's easy! Oh, 3 minutes and 57 seconds. Okay, not terrible. But man just levitated. Yeah, you throw him into space. Okay, anyway. That's getting over it with Bennett Foddy. Thank you for coming to the stream today. It has been so nice to have you guys here. I have proven that I am not mentally ill in any capacity. And, you know, Pumpman, breathe, get the CPR. He's fine. He's just in space. You do need to speedrun this game sometime, I swear. Nah, it's so much more chill if you don't. Anyway, thank you for the stream. Thank you for coming by. Take care of yourselves. I will see you Monday, probably. Probably. If I don't cancel, I will see you on Monday. Bye. Take care of yourselves. Bye.